Have you ever wondered what exactly fintech is? You hear it everywhere, but it sounds so complicated, right? Well, what if I told you? It's actually something you probably use every single day. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll finally understand what all the fuss is about. So, let's break it down. Fintech is short for financial technology. At its core, it's just using technology to make financial services better, faster, and easier to access. Think about the app you use to send money to a friend, or the platform where you buy stocks with just a few taps on your phone. That's fintech in action. It's not some scary, futuristic concept. It's happening right now in your pocket. Now, why did fintech even become a thing? Weren't banks doing just fine? For centuries, traditional banks were our only option. But let's be honest, they weren't always the most convenient. Remember waiting in long lines just to deposit a check? Or the mountains of paperwork needed for a simple loan? These were real problems. Banks were often slow, expensive, and didn't always cater to everyone's needs. This created a huge opportunity for new companies to step in and say, hey, we can do this better. Fintech startups saw these frustrations and used technology to build solutions that are more user-friendly, efficient, and often cheaper. They filled the gaps that big banks either couldn't or wouldn't fill. So how is fintech actually changing our daily lives? The impact is massive. Think about your morning coffee. You probably paid for it by tapping your phone or your card. That's seamless payment. Need to split a dinner bill with friends? You just open an app like Venmo or Cash App and send the money instantly. No more awkward IOUs. Planning for your future? There are apps that automatically invest your spare change, making investing accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy. From online shopping and getting a loan without ever stepping into a bank, to managing your entire budget on your phone, fintech has woven itself into the fabric of our modern lives, making everything financial so much smoother. Let's put them side by side. Fintech versus traditional banks. Imagine you need a loan. With a traditional bank, you'd likely schedule an appointment, gather stacks of documents like pay stubs and tax returns, fill out long applications, and then wait for weeks or even months for a decision. It's a whole process. Now, with a fintech lender, you can often apply online in minutes from your couch. They use smart algorithms to assess your application quickly, and you could have the money in your account in as little as 24 hours. See the difference? Traditional banks are like big, sturdy ocean liners. Fintech companies are like speedboats, agile, fast, and able to navigate into smaller coves that the big ships can't reach. Banks are catching on and trying to adapt, but fintech companies were born in this digital world, giving them a natural advantage in speed and user experience. Okay, this all sounds great, but a big question pops up. Is my money safe? It's a totally valid concern. When you're dealing with your finances, security is everything. Here's the simple explanation. Reputable fintech companies take security extremely seriously. They use powerful tools like encryption, which is like scrambling your data into a secret code that only the right people can unlock. They also use things like two-factor authentication at S, when you get a text with a code to log in to make sure it's S. Really? Many fintech services that hold your money, like digital banks, are also insured by government programs, just like traditional banks. So, if something were to happen to the company, your money is protected up to a certain amount. While no system is 100% risk-free, the top fintech players invest heavily to keep your data and your money as secure as possible. Always do your research and stick with well-known, trusted companies. Now, you might think fintech is a brand new thing that started with iPhones and apps, but the real history of fintech goes way, way back. Believe it or not, one of the earliest examples of financial technology was the telegraph. In the mid-1800s, it allowed people to wire money across vast distances for the first time. That was a revolutionary use of technology to improve a financial service. Then came credit cards in the 1950s, which changed how we pay for everything. And in the 1960s, the first ATMs appeared, letting people get cash without a bank teller. These were all major fintech innovations of their time. What we're seeing today with apps and AI is just the latest and fastest evolution in a long history of using technology to make managing money easier for everyone. It's not a new idea. It's just supercharged by the power of the internet and modern computing. So there you have it. Fintech isn't a scary beast. It's the friendly tool in your pocket that helps you pay, save, invest, and borrow more easily than ever before. It's the evolution of finance, driven by technology to solve old problems in new ways. Hopefully, you now feel like you finally get it. If this video helped clear things up for you, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And for more videos that break down complex topics into simple, easy to understand explanations, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Got a question about fintech or an idea for another topic? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.